Dear students, welcome to the series on geography. In today's class, we are focusing on nature and scope of physical geography. Under the 5 headings, one is Introduction to Geography, second, the 3 major branches in geography, third, scope of physical geography, fourth, recent trends in geography, fifth, and the concluding part is what is the importance of the study of physical geography. The first one, Introduction to Geography. Geography is an important subject which equips us to the study of space and place, their effects on variety of topics such as economics, social, health, climate, plants and animals, etc. Hence, it is a highly interdisciplinary subject. Thus, it is called the mother of all sciences. The term geography is derived from the 2 Greek words geo and graphy, which means earth and description. Several geographers have defined geography. Some of the important definitions are as according to Weidel de la Blache, geography is a science of place. Alexander von Humboldt says that geography as the description of the earth which deals with interrelationship of phenomena that exist in an area. Thus, it means that geography is a bridge between physical and human science. It studies varieties of physical features like land, vegetation, mountains, desert, ocean, rivers, etc. Under the cultural features we have are man-made features like races of mankind, population, economics, social, culture, etc. Under the biotic features like flora and fauna or plants and animals. These are not uniform on the earth's surface, they differ from one place to another as according to the physical features and also the man's activities also changes. Over the past 2 centuries, the scope of physical geography has witnessed a vast change as according to the advancement in man's skill, technology, research, etc. It has progressed so rapidly in a dynamic and systematic way. Hence, geography now is an inquiry into the causes, what, where, why, how, and all these geographical factors influence the life of man on earth. Thus, geography of a region changes as human knowledge of a region increases. He discovers a new way in using the available resources. Thus, geography studies about ever changing earth and untiring and ever active human being. So, some call this subject a science of complexity. In its exploration, geography has been a lead in understanding spatial interrelationship, interdependence and interaction. So, it is a subject of broad interest to the science and society today. Major branches in geography. Geography as a discipline draws its data from the other specialized social and physical sciences like geology, meteorology, pedology, astronomy, sociology, ecology, etc. Hence, geography as a descriptive discipline can be split broadly into 2 main subsidiary fields. One is human geography and the second is physical geography. Human geography. It focuses largely on man-made or man-built environment like industries, population, culture, races, etc. But later or the physical geography focuses largely on nature or the things which are already in existence on the surface of the earth like mountains, climates, vegetation, soil, water, etc. As a result of these 2 fields, we have a third field called biogeography. Biogeography studies largely on plants and animals or biota or organisms or the living things which exist on the earth's surface. The subsidiary field, that is human geography, is further divided into the following groups. One is economic geography, historical geography, political geography, cultural geography, population geography, settlement geography, regional geography, agricultural geography and medical geography. Similarly, physical geography also has many branches. They are mathematical geography, geomorphology, climatology, oceanography, meteorology, seismology, biogeography, volcanology and petrology. We have a brief description of these branches here. Mathematical geography. It is nothing but it deals with the earth's shape, size and motion, etc. Geomorphology. It describes the evolution, origin, spatial distributions of landforms, example mountains, plateaus, plains, dunes, etc. It is a combined study of geography and geology. Meteorology. It deals with the atmosphere, the day-to-day atmospheric changes, conditions and their causes, data from the worldwide meteorological stations and weather satellites are collected, weather maps are prepared to predict the weather conditions and to forecast the weather accurately. What is climatology? It includes the study of climatic phenomena, their changes, causes, influences, etc. on natural environment and also on the activities of man on earth. What is oceanography? It studies the aspects of ocean, sea, including the ocean relief, ocean flows, salinity of the ocean, deposits, temperature, tides, currents, flora and fauna, etc., as well as on the ecological and economical and legal aspects of the water bodies. Medical geography. It is a specialized branch dealing with the distribution of various diseases on the earth's surface. It is gaining more importance in this present era because of the deteriorating environment of man. Biogeography. It is a study of organic life, their spatial distribution, that is plants and animals. It combines with biota geography and zoo geography. Seismography. A study of earthquakes, causes, effects and distribution, investigates the structure and processes within the earth. Volcanology. A scientific study of volcanoes. It studies structure, origin, petrology of volcanoes, effects on earth's surface, atmosphere, hydrosphere and rock structures of the earth's crust, etc. Urban geography. It studies urban centers or cities. It studies evolution of cities, structure of cities, types of cities, etc. Applied geography. It deals with the elements of geography which can be useful to the welfare of mankind. Geography of planning. It includes regional planning, town planning, country planning, etc. Town planning deals with civic amenity, zoning, etc. In a city, country planning deals with irrigation, flood protection schemes, etc. In a village, region planning includes the planning for large area covering more than one state or a country. Human geography can be further divided into few more categories like social and cultural geography, economic geography, historical and time geography, political and geopolitics, population or demography or settlement geography, regional geography, health geography and development geography. Various approaches to the study of human geography have also arisen through time and they are behavioral geography, feminist geography, cultural theory and geosophy. Segment third, that is physical geography and its scope. In this segment, we are concerned with the study of natural elements which is already existing on the nature like rocks, mountains, waters, vegetation, etc. Hence, the study of these elements of the physical environment is known as physical geography. Some of the definitions given by some of the geographers are: according to Arthur Holmes, the study of physical geography or physical environment by itself is physical geography, which includes consideration of surface relief of the globe, that is geomorphology, of the sea and ocean, oceanography, and of the air, meteorology and climatology. P. Lake says physical geography is concerned with the surface of the earth generally only. It considers the atmosphere, hydrosphere and the various portions of the lithosphere. Oxford Dictionary. According to Oxford Dictionary, the scientific study of the natural features on the earth's surface, example, mountains and rivers. All these definitions, it may be pointed out that the present geography is not only the agglomeration and unification of earth's sciences, but it also studies the pattern of interaction between human activities and physical environment. The field of physical geography is very vast and has several branches. The four main factors responsible to influence, determine, distribution, condition and all the other activities on earth are studied under the following groups. One is lithosphere or the crust of the earth, hydrosphere or the water bodies, third is atmosphere and the biosphere. All living organisms, animal, plants or man, found on the different parts of the world or on earth vary from one place to another in different ways according to the different environmental conditions. Physical geography has its own individual scope and it is vast. This individuality does not obstruct the flow of information. The study of physical geography deals with the phenomena of nature ranging from local variation to the world pattern. Physical geography follows its own methodology to study. This makes it distinct from other sciences. It emerges as a disciplinary of evaluating and ranging natural resources. To understand the intricate relationship between man and environment, it is essential to know the physical environment, which provides resources to man, and man utilizes these resources and ensures their economic and social developments. With the help of modern technology, development, advancement in skill, etc. Thus, physical geography is a systematic study of man and his physical environment. Therefore, there would not be geography if there was no man and physical features on the earth's surface. The physical features or the physical geography is an integrated study of physical features on or within the earth's surface, that is endogenic and exogenic forces. The study of physical geography and human are both not static, but highly complex and dynamic. They change from one place to another, from one time to another time. It is a process between changing earth and untiring and ever active man. Example, physical features of India. When we come across the physical features of India, a lots of changes from north to south and east to west we can see. As according to the physical features, life and activities of man changes. Thus, we can see a humanized nature and naturalized human being. Geography studies these integrated interrelationship deeply. When we come across with the segment 4, recent trends or recent developments in geography. When we come across with the recent trends or development in geography, it explains the 4 major components of geography, that is lithosphere, that is landforms, drainage system, relief, physiography, etc. When we come across lithosphere, lithosphere is the solid outermost layer of the earth's surface. Surface area of the earth is 510 million square kilometers. About 361 million square kilometers or 3/4 is covered with water or 71%. Remaining 149 million square kilometers or 1/3 is land surface or 29%. Most of the land masses are distributed on the northern hemisphere known as land hemisphere, whereas water bodies are concentrated to the southern part of the hemisphere, which is known as water hemisphere. Atmosphere, a composition, structure, control of weather, climatic temperature, pressure, wind, precipitation, etc. Atmosphere is a colorless, tasteless, odorless blanket of gas that surrounds the earth's surface. It gives us air to breathe, water to drink, also keeps us by retaining sun's heat. It shields us from the sun's harmful rays. The atmosphere is approximately 700 kilometers or 440 miles. Atmosphere is held by the gravitation force of the earth. As it does not have a distinct boundary, it expands into the space, it becomes thinner and eventually fade out. Hydrosphere, which consists of ocean, seas, lakes, etc. It is around 71% of the earth's surface is covered by water mass, or 3/4 is hydrosphere. It consists of ocean, seas, lakes, rivers, ponds, gulfs, etc. Biosphere. Biosphere is nothing but which includes micro and macro organisms on the earth's surface, their ecological parameters, ecological balances, food chain, etc. It is a zone on the earth's surface which consists of various organisms. It occupies lower part of the atmosphere, upper part of the lithosphere and lower part of the hydrosphere. More attention is given to the origin, morphology of land and their effects on the earth's surface. Man and natural hazards and disasters, adverse impact of man on the activities of nature and environmental problems, remedial measures, etc. For example, global warming, wildfire, Indian Ocean tsunami of 2004, Katrina in New Orleans, a tropical storm or a hurricane in southern America in the year 2005, which wiped out the New Orleans completely, which had the largest devastation in the world. Earthquake of Central Asia, that is in the year 2008. These are all caused due to the devastation or the adverse effect of man on earth. More emphasis on instrumentation, measurements of different geomorphic processes and mathematical analysis of laboratory studies. Distribution of natural resources can be understood by studying physical geography. Human occupation and their variations can also be studied clearly. We can study certain aspects like ecological instability, hydrology, plate tectonics, etc. It studies the pattern of weather and climate, global radiation, changes in atmosphere, distribution and movement of water, distribution of biota across the space and time, formation of new crust and generation of landforms, weathering, erosion and distribution driven by water, wind and other agents, etc. Under the final segment, that is the fifth segment, we have the importance of the study of geography. The study of physical geography is emerging as a discipline of evaluating and managing natural resources. It has evolved a great successive stages of development in its term of methodology and approaches, etc. Since the birth of philosophical ideas, reporters, thinkers, philosophers, historians, and of the ancient time to the present status has attained a dynamic change where different components are added from time to time. For example, previously physical geography had only 3 components. They are lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere. Gradually or later biosphere was added, and gradually the distinct branches like geomorphology, oceanography, climatology, biogeography is also discussed and dealt separately. Modern geography now composes of 4 major academic traditions. One is spatial tradition. It means it is the investigation of phenomena of geography from a strictly spatial perspective. Area study tradition, that is the second one, the geographical study of an area on the earth's surface at either local, regional or global scale. Third, human land tradition, the geographical study of human interaction with the environment. Fourth, earth science tradition, the study of natural phenomena from spatial perspective. The tradition is best described as theoretical physical geography. The frequency and magnitude of human mediated environmental problems has been on a steady increase. These increase is due to the consequent increase in human population and consumption of natural resources. Hence, there is an increasing number of researchers in geography who are studying how human modified environment, natural hazards, effects of urbanization, land use pattern, etc. Therefore, the four distinct branches of physical geography, that is lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere, also biosphere, are studied separately and dealt clearly. Physical geography is becoming even more prevalent due to the advancement of computer and software technology. The nature of physical geography does not remain static. It is a complex factor and varies from place to place and changes through time, like landforms, climate, etc., according to the increasing human knowledge, skill, discoveries and computation, etc. Why should we study physical geography today? It explains the four major components of the earth that we also know, that is lithosphere, biosphere and atmosphere, and their influence on man. Secondly, geographical factors and spatial changes can also be known by studying physical geography. It analyzes the origin and morphology of the landforms. It gives information about man's adjustment with the nature to support his life. It studies the relationship between changing environment and ever active human beings. We study the distributional patterns of natural resources in details. It also studies the natural and scientific or social subjects such as, which helps the knowing the varying distribution, occupation and other factors of man on earth. It is not only the same all over the earth's surface, which varies from one place to another as according to the physical features. Thus, the importance of the study of physical geography has changed dynamically. The knowledge of geomorphic and ecology has greatly helped us to solve the environmental hazards of contemporary society. Thank you.